Oh dear. There's a lot of residual warp energy in the air. Doesn't look as cold as it should be, though.
As much blood in your hands, Nimrod, for all those you have killed, for Sidonus, and for the Emperor. I will finish this.
It's very empty here. I don't like that.
Dread gods of chaos, I am Nemeroth, your herald and champion. I have burned 1,000 worlds in your dark maze. You challenged me to recover this fragment of your power, and I have done so. The slaves of the false emperor, who dared claim it as their own, lie dead at my hand.
I'm still here. But I digress. Do we want to change anything? We want more ammo. Kinda wish I had a hammer. But, actually I'm surprised we don't have a hammer here. Anyway, we have a las cannon, we have a melta-gun, and we have a bolter. And a plasma pistol. Let's start with the las cannon. And let's hunt down Nemeroth. Chapter 17, Man Against the Demon. Orbital Spire. Apex Facility. Hello? We've been trying to reach you about your power armor's extended warranty.
Turn your dark relic to him. I offer up this world and all those upon it. I ask for the reward that was promised.
You want to talk to your gods? I will send you to them.
Admitted, Titus. The power of chaos is within you, calling to this relic. Imagine the Ultramarines dominating this galaxy in glorious conquest, with you at their head. Imagine the power you could wield.
As a slave to chaos, nothing you say could tempt me from the path of honor, or from avenging the deaths of my battle brothers.
You are no threat to me now, Ultramarine!
Let's jump out of the way. Hello, guys. There you go.
My ascension! Grant
Oh,
me your
hey,
favor.
that's a lot of you.
Corrupt my flesh.
One less.
Make me demon-kind. Show this fool the true
Okay, well.
nature of power.
Let's
Destroy
use
that!
you. There's one. And one over there. There. Now, let's get the shield back up. It's there. I wanted to use that fury to actually get back to. We can though.
Ultramarines targets!
There we go.
Royalist scum!
And there. Have some of that, and a lot of that. Now then.
Have you looked to the skies lately, Captain Titus? You opened
Yeah.
a gateway to the Chaos Realm, Already,
Okay, that's...
engines are pouring through. The slave of the false emperor was trying to save this planet from one invasion. Instead, he ushered in another.
Ow. I like this weapon a lot.
Pathetic Imperial forces will be scoured clean from this world.
Ah, there. Oh, you guys.
Entire invasion fleet will cross into this reality.
Okay, I'm getting... This is bad. No ammo. That explains it. There should be some... Ah, there. That's probably grenades. No, it's ammo. Wait, I'm faster than you. Okay, maybe I'm not.
To the attack!
I should have...
Your task is hopeless, Titus. I have
Executed.
the will of the dark gods behind me. But you have no one.
The Emperor.
And you will die here, alone.
Anyone else? Oh, no. I'm afraid we're gonna have to void your warranty.
Killing my servants matters little. I am unassailable. The gods of chaos protect me with the very energies of creation.
You forget, Nemeroth. I am no stranger to the touch of the warp.
Okay. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Okay. And that's... There we go. QTs. And in space. To jump. I think I'm doing things right. Oh,
If it takes 1,000 years, I will rise again and take my vengeance upon your flesh.
oh wow.
Will I find your arms
Okay, wow.
in Welk, a true son of chaos?
I have no health.
Never!
It's a little bit repetitive if I have to. Oh. Oh, well. That laugh... I understand a little bit, I think.
Joining us soon.
He's a demon. I'm pretty sure he might be immortal now. Very repetitive boss fight.
Look there, Ultramarine.
Chapter 18,
You will
Epilogue,
save this world.
Fleet Landing Site 19.
I see the Ultramarines are human, after all.
More than you know, Lieutenant.
The damned Inquisition is here.
His injuries appear chaos inflicted. You are certain of this charge?
Captain Titus has been corrupted by chaos, Inquisitor Thrax.
I am no heretic.
You lie! Only an agent of chaos could withstand such warp exposure.
I sent the demon to oblivion.
But did you have unholy assistance? We must know. You will submit to my authority, Captain, or the Inquisition must conclude that you have corrupted every Ultramarine under your command, not to mention those who stand at your side.
Ignore his threats. Come on.
The Inquisition will destroy you, Mira, and the Ultramarines will be forever dishonored. Leave my brothers and the Lieutenant alone. I will come with you. I do not know why I can resist the touch of chaos, but I swear I will discover the truth.
We will discover many truths, Space Marine.
Codex Astartes leaves no room for doubt. You cannot touch the warp and emerge unscathed.
The Codex Astartes is a set of rules. They guide us, shape us as Ultramarines, teach us to hold duty and honor sacred above all. But how we live with those rules is the true test of a Space Marine. And you have failed.
And there you have it. At the end, Leandros shows his true colors. Well, he's been showing them the entire game, I'd say, but now he's no longer saying Titus might be corrupted, he's saying Titus is corrupted. His mind is already made up. Also, interesting note, the Codex Astartes has many rules. One of them is that if you fear a fellow brother has fallen under Chaos influence, you should go to your captain, or failing that, your chapter master. You don't go outside your chapter's command structure unless the entire chapter is corrupted or without a command structure to follow. Basically, what I'm saying is that Leandros broke the rules of his precious codex. He is a hypocrite. Another interesting note, the Ultramarines, being one of the oldest Space Marine chapters, actually has the clout to tell the Inquisition to pound sand. But a lowly captain can't really do that on their own. There's politics at play here, and Leandros is just a useful pawn. Then again, innocence proves nothing. Just because Titus isn't doing evil, that doesn't prove that he isn't under some kind of chaos influence. So Leandros might also be right. Still a dick though. As for the game itself, I have some concerns with the controls, especially with how really small obstacles would completely stop you in your tracks, or how the game incentivizes you to go for the melee combo attacks, but if you do, you leave yourself open to attacks from all fronts, and doing executions, one of the 2 ways to regain health, is basically just a shortcut to a game over in most situations. Now, does it make sense that all of your enemies can still attack you during executions? Yes. Does it make for really unsatisfying gameplay? Also yes. Playing as a Space Marine is a power fantasy. I mean, they literally use power fists, power swords, and power armor, etc. But counterintuitively, Space Marine in the 40k universe are also relatively weak. They die by the dozens to basically anything. That is one of the inconsistencies of the 40k universe. When the writers want a foe to look really imposing, they'll have it destroy entire companies of Space Marines with a wave of a hand, basically. While at the same time, the Space Marines are the pinnacle of human technology and biology and basically immortal. As for the weapons, they sound and look amazing. They got that part down really well, but they do too little damage. Normal human cultists could take 2 bolter shots before dying? That's just not happening. A bolter round would tear through them and explode on the other side. And as I understand it, Thunderhammers are in the lore able to take out tanks. Speaking of the hammer, there was also that one time the game offered me the hammer as a melee weapon, but then pitted me against an arena 100% designed for long-range sniping, which I could not do since the hammer makes you unable to use your more advanced weapons, and you can't seem to drop it on the ground temporarily either. Then there are the squad mates, Sidonus and Leandros. They have completely incompetent AI, just downright crap. Honestly, they were more of a detriment most of the time, a foil if you will. I think I would have liked it more if they were actually competent, and if the enemies know to shoot at me when they see me, then these 2 can know to shoot at the enemies with equal fervor. However, let's say if they are competent, to compensate on hard difficulty, you're alone. On normal, you have 1 person following you, and on easy, there's 2. You'd have to alter the story slightly to allow for that, obviously, but they can chime in over radio instead of being there in person, I suppose. Alternatively, you're always alone, but as you go through a facility, you can see them fighting and kicking as much butt as you do. And that would actually make the world seem a bit more alive to me. Another note I liked is that Sidonus and Leandros acts as your good and bad angels, respectively. They even stand over your left and right shoulders in most cutscenes. For a moment, when it became clear chaos was involved, I was wondering if they weren't actually a figment of Titus's imagination. But anyway, Leandros can jump off a spire to see how well he fares. And maybe we get a bit of payback in the next game, because the release date of the sequel, Space Marine 2, is on the 9th of September 2024, 13 years to the day after the original's EU release. But if you have some hankering for some stomping before then, I would suggest playing Boltgun, which takes place on this world as well, some years after the events we just witnessed. With all of that said, I think, aside from the abysmal companion AI, the game has aged surprisingly well. For a 13-year-old game, it's fun. It's kinda well balanced, the progression of weapons and armor upgrades is really well paced, and it makes you feel like a complete badass as you wade through your enemies. You just have to remember to do the careful planning needed to completely dismantle your enemies. Start with the biggest and work your way down. That's the bit I had the biggest problem with, admittedly. I'm also glad I managed to pick up all of the servo skulls, with one notable exception and one notable bug. But anyway, with all of that said and done, ladies, gentlemen, and you beautiful in-betweens, I've been Calmputer, this has been Warhammer 40k Space Marine. Thank you for watching all this time, and I hope you'll tune in for the next game.